You can't ascertain what my soul look like.
You know, God forbid somebody goes up in their own car. That's good. Yeah, no shit. I didn't know about it. He lost that. He is too. He's like, nope, you're not gonna. Oh shit.
Before me, bow down now. Bow down now. Before me, bow down now. Yeah, fucking right.
Need to be quiet. Dallas.
Right, let's go. In my insane.
Hey, look, you're back from nothing.
Cause I see through
We're gone like.
I wonder how that backdrop went.
You can't ascertain.
Too much different than tone of color.
Oh god. I'm using a finger.
Nope.
I'm not insane.
That's double the size, so definitely wouldn't pick it up.
You did vaporize though. It was kind of cool. You're like, it was like when
Yeah, Thanos
snapped.
snapped.
Yep.
That is sweet. I'll try backing up and doing that later. All right, we're going live. Hopefully I
Live.
picked the right scene. I did. We're all there.
Wow.
It outputs it a lot darker than I thought it would.
I mean,
We're pretty dark, so.
2 minutes in and it's over. It's all over. It's right there. It's all done now.
At least I know I can be pretty dark sometimes. If I-
All right, episode 1 of our Red Chunk Monthly podcast, where we talk about everything we're doing, everything we finna do, and then we're gonna talk about some movies and some video games and what I like to call Kyle stuff.
did you just say funna?
Funna. Anga. For real. Anga, for real. Skirt.
What?
That's how it keeps the kids. The kids
What
know
are we-
what we're
what are-
saying.
What are we, like 10?
I do it around work all the time. I'm like, skirt,
Oh my
skirt.
to be fair, you work with 10-year-olds.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
I walk in there. I'm like, on God. For real, on God.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. So, I guess things we are working on. We're currently working on 2 movies. A short one and what will probably end up a feature length. Which is Jason's idea for Hourglass, which is wrote and script approved. Last I knew.
Very nice.
And
Yes,
then,
sir.
so that's got to get shot in the fall time / winter time, which this year is not cooperating so far. And then NDR, which is a sequel to the last one we made, LDR, No Distance Relationship, which will take place during COVID. And killing people off. That's what we're gonna. Just gonna kill people off in that flick.
That's always fun, killing people off.
Oh my God, that's what we're doing in the horror movie too. I've wrote nothing but murdering people this
Yeah.
year.
As I said, we're killing.
I'm just killing
Yeah.
characters.
I said we're pretty dark. All right. I'm so far the most accurate person here.
Just killing all the characters off.
I mean, he did say that.
That's what we're finna do. On God. That's what we're working on, and we stream all the time. There's a couple small videos I want to make. That video I shared last night where it was like Fortnite in real life.
Them look interesting.
I want to try to make something like that.
What?
Fortnite in real life. I shared it to my Facebook page.
Did they do something like that people do with Grand Theft Auto in real life?
Way less tech. Not as good as that video. It was, but it was pretty funny.
Which
The
makes
guy's
it
just
way
holding an
better.
umbrella, drops into the yard. He walks over to a cooler and opens it up and grabs a
That's
squirt gun out of it
fantastic.
and like chug.
That's
Down
fantastic.
somebody. They start jumping at each other and shooting.
Starts dancing afterwards after he dies.
Oh my
Right.
god, that's
One.
great.
So that's what I want to make something like that. Only like more life.
That would be fun.
I mean, I have actual guns that we can.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
He said I have actual guns.
No one said they had to be loaded.
Right, Hank, how'd you lose a leg? Well, we were
I
shooting
mean,
this
it just got less
Fortnite thing.
interesting in my book, but I mean,
See,
I'm told it was a 30-06.
we were playing this thing called Real Life Fortnite, and it didn't work out.
apparently real bullets will kill you.
Right.
Who would have known?
Officer, we spent 30 minutes with our hand over his back trying to res him. If you will kindly point us to the reboot van, I have his card. Look, right out of his wallet.
Oh God, they would. Those poor police would be like, "What the hell is
I
going
can see
on?"
the headline: 2 retards kill friend.
I don't
That
think
depends
it's
on what
police based. I
paper.
don't know
That'd
if
be
make
the
it
Fox
sound-
News headline would be 2 retards kill friend. Like, the CNN or whatever liberal headline would be like 2 mentally incapable individuals accidentally unalive their.
No, they'd flip the script and make it Fortnite's fault.
They would. They would be like, "The game Fortnite."
Evil Fortnite makes 2 mentally handy-capable persons unalive their non-gender binary friend. We have yet to have an update on pronouns, so we will be using just blank spaces for the rest of the article.
Blank spaces. Yes, sir.
I wanted to say something about pronouns. How like you're not always using pronouns. I don't know if you guys know how English works, but a lot of those aren't actual pronouns.
Wow, those aren't actual pronouns.
I think that's the biggest problem is people don't know how the English language works anymore because I don't think they really teach how English works in schools anymore.
No,
No.
could you imagine having to go to a sex ed class if you were in school now? It would be like all year long, 1 hour every day. They're just fucking listing people's pronouns and all the different genders they've come up with.
Oh my god.
It would be like, it'd be like, okay, now if one non-human sexually attracted person wants to make love to a fuzzy identifying, like, imagine that fucking test. A furry identifying person cannot make love to a non-gendered binaried,
You heard of our school
asexual Beetleborg.
you heard of our school that's being built, right? Over by the old Hackley Hospital.
No.
It's a co-ed bathrooms, and it's a middle school. I'm like, well, I can already see the issue with that.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of dudes are going to be having fucking sick fantasies about girl farts.
But
That's going to
apparently,
be...
it's.
This is what, I can't get off till you fart in the stall next to me.
I was like, we're gonna have a lot of pregnant women. What?
That's what they need to do to
Pregnant.
like recurve the population though after like all the Me Too stuff. Like
Yeah.
Pregnant persons.
Oh yeah, pregnant persons. Sorry.
oh
Because-
man. People are having less sex, so we just gotta have these middle schoolers have co-ed bathrooms. That'll solve everything.
That's going to work out.
Yeah.
Oh, you
We'll
know
see how
what?
long-
Just put cameras in them. It'll be okay.
Totally. Yeah, totally. That'll solve everything.
The cameras where you can talk to people too. Be like, Tim Robinson, we've noticed you use 8 sheets of toilet paper. We're going to have to ask you to donate to the school fund.
Talking the voice of the guy from Office Space. Yeah. Can you replace that, please?
Have to deduct that
Sue
from the
Miller,
lunch
we
fund?
just noticed that you wiped your vagina back to front. That's how you get yeast infections. Don't know if you knew that. That's
Oh
how
my
it
God.
happens. So make me come in there and wipe it for you.
Little Billy, we see you in the corner there. Stop.
That's not a pee or a poo. No, don't make eye contact with me while you do it. Them kids are
Oh,
brave.
God.
We should suspend them, but I just don't want the bad PR. I can't.
I'd explain that one to the parents.
Yeah.
So he's in there whacking off, and I went to grab his arm, and then all of a sudden I'm a part of it because he didn't.
Just staring me in the eye while fucking my arm's going back and forth.
I was giving that kid a fucking Dutch Rider.
I mean, unless you know what Jay Muse says from Let's Make a Porno, it's not really doing it if you grab their arm.
Yeah, it's a Dutch Rider.
It's a Dutch Rider because you know.
A local retarded principal jerks off a child.
Oh
my God!
What else did I do? It's not really Red Chunk's thing. It's kind of like all our things in the show. But I got the last 2 episodes of Real Life D&D out before the side quests, where Dan takes over as DM for a few episodes.
We're actually doing this still?
Yeah.
I didn't know. We haven't done anything with it, so that's why I didn't know. I've kind of.
we've had a bunch of.
And we've had episodes for months. We've had them for There's still like 6 or 7 episodes of just the side quests.
Really?
Yeah. Or we even get back and get to the fun stuff.
Actually, like create or filming more, like.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be great. Maybe. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of year. We did it May last year, April, May.
I was gonna say somewhere in there.
I think so. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was somewhere around there.
And then we did it again in July, August, something like that. When Dan was doing the side quests.
No, it had to have been before that.
You lived here when
Because-
we did the Dan stuff.
Did we?
Yeah,
Did I?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. I thought I didn't, but maybe I did.
The first time we filmed, you didn't, but then like
Oh, yeah, I know that, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't totally remember, but
couldn't have been too long because we didn't have Dallas yet. It was just Diesel
yeah.
wandering around.
Yeah, Dallas didn't come till about August.
Nice. So, I guess what's going on in everybody's life? Kyle.
I mean,
Kyle's like, you see it. You see
yeah,
it,
pretty
baby.
much, right? This
Living
is
the
it.
dream.
He said, "You see it?
You see it.
You
We
see it."
we stream every day.
Yep.
Used to be 3 times a week, but we don't got
Now
shit
it's every
going
day.
on. It's every day.
Every day. Every day.
Every day. We got into Fortnite. What was that? Probably November?
Yeah,
no,
probably
way before
somewhere.
November. God, it had to have been
September.
September.
Yeah, it was
Phoenix's
before
birthday.
November.
It was around Phoenix's birthday.
I was gonna say because I remember like Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I
It
keep
was-
thinking it hasn't been that long, but it's been a while since we gave up the PUBG and went to the Fortnite, which has been a lot more enjoyable than PUBG.
The Fort of Night.
We actually win matches. Like in PUBG, it happened like 3 times a year.
That was like Hank's love life.
I mean, his love life's better than mine. Non-existent.
Mine's
I
mine's
mean-
non-existent now. I'm working on me. So I've been working out and on a diet now for. I just seen it. What is today?
Sunday.
Okay.
The 15th.
Sunday. So 11 days. I've
Sunday,
been working out
Monday.
since before the new year. Like on the exercise bike, and I just keep adding little things. Like today, I'm super duper sore, so I decided to take both dogs on a walk. Super sore. Actually, the dogs were pretty good. Dallas is fucking amazing for.
Yeah,
He just walks right next to you. There's plenty of slack in the leash. Diesel doesn't pull, but he always has tension on the leash. Like that's how he knows how to stay close, by how hard he's pulling, I guess, or how much tension. Once in a while, you gotta pull him back.
Rein them in.
Yep, he wants to be out front. Dallas will get bored, walk next to me, and then he'll get bored, walk up next to Diesel. And
Yep.
But it wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse. I only had a couple times where I had to do the like spin and underneath to keep him untangled.
the infamous spin.
Like Dallas
get
will
one of-
walk for a long time with the leash like between his legs, like pulled up, and he just walks like everything's fine because Dallas doesn't give a shit. And finally, it annoys me, and I stop. I'm like, fine, asshole. God damn. I thought he'd correct himself, and like step over it. Nope.
He doesn't give a shit.
He's like, I don't care. I like that rope against my penis. So that's what I got going. Jason, what do you have going on? You can talk about your streaming channel, your other things.
My other things, my streaming channel that I don't use that much for streaming because I don't really stream much, unfortunately.
Come play
You
with
know?
us a few times.
I get really bored really easily with Fortnite.
That's fair.
You know, it's not, I don't know, it's not a game, an everyday game for me.
Eh.
Don't get me wrong, it's fine. It's
should-
just,
I've been
when
trying to
people-
find like other games too.
and there's other people, like, a lot of people get competitive, and I'm not there for competitive. I'm there just to have fun. I don't care how many kills I get.
Well, I get competitive.
I know you do, and that's why I was like, that's why I just don't really. I'm not into the competitive stuff, man. But I mean, I will be streaming a lot more, especially when the few new games come out. So
There's one I'm waiting in. I'm still trying to talk Kyle into playing.
what's that?
Day before.
You haven't talked him into playing it?
No, not yet. It's got the Z word in it, so Kyle hates zombies.
You,
They're not really zombies.
I've seen previews. I'm not thrilled yet. I'm not wowed or.
Yeah, they're not really zombies.
After Anthem, it's hard to.
Well, let's just face it. Anthem was just a disaster.
Yeah, we took a chance on New World, but that was easy because we got to play the beta for free. So we actually got to play the game first.
And the beta was. It worked fairly good. There was a couple little things that were glitchy and shit, but
Ah, Diesel.
Josh
I mean,
says he
even-
doesn't like Fortnite because he's a bitch. Josh said Anthem is poop. Anthem is poop. Actually, it's not. It is poop.
the game
but
was amazing. It's just they didn't.
It's a
release
cool
enough content.
It's a cool concept, but they abandoned it basically right off start.
Yeah,
Because it failed. Like a lot of the servers were having issues, and it failed right off the start, basically. And so they're just like, "Fuck it." They did the same thing with Mass Effect Andromeda too. They abandoned that really quick, which was surprising because that's not really a bad game. Neither of the games are bad games.
I went and played it. I played it yesterday. I streamed it for a little while, and it was fun again to pick up. But it's
But
the same fucking missions we did when it came out 3 fucking years. There's been nothing. No new enemies. No new. It's a beautiful
addition
game.
of
It looks
storyline.
good. It plays nice and smooth. The
And-
combat's fun.
yeah,
The load times are about the worst thing as far as the gameplay.
And the load time still ain't that much better.
well, yeah,
didn't think-
it's because they didn't put any. Like I said, they haven't touched it, so they probably just occasionally go on to adjust servers or whatever, and that's about it.
Mm.
I'm surprised the servers are still going, to be honest.
I can't
game's
talk
still
shit.
for
Fortnite
sale.
is getting boring. I'm running more Destiny 2 now, so LOL. Yeah, that's true. I've been worried about burning out on Fortnite, so I've been looking for like other games to play. I was hoping Day Before would come out. Still slated for March, so it'd be
As
something.
of now, I know there's a lot of bunch of shit going out, about how it's fake and all that stuff. But the biggest thing that bothers me is when they say it's a scam, because it's like there is no fucking scam to it. Like, okay, if it comes out, cool. If it doesn't, no skin off our backs.
I think we
okay.
talked about this before too. How are they scamming people if they're not taking anyone's money?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not a fucking scam, dude.
Oh,
There's no
worst scam ever. Like
I guess it would
there's
be
no
more of like,
Kickstarter. There's no fun GoFundMe. They're not asking for any money.
if that's what they believe, the appropriate term would be hoax.
Like, I get it. I get where people are coming from. I understand because all we've had was pre-rendered videos. And then we got a gameplay video, but it was like 55 seconds long. So I get it. I understand. But they're just probably to a point where they're not ready to release anything concrete yet. But to say that a small studio can't do something like this is false, because many small studios have come out with some massive games that were crazy good.
Is Insomniac a huge studio? Maybe
It's
now, but
It is now because Sony owns them now, but at one point, Insomniac was their own independent studio.
right, when they came out with Spider-Man, they were independent, correct?
Yes, and then they bought. Did they buy this? Hold on. I don't remember if Insomniac bought after.
I have no idea.
Did Sony purchase Insomniac? So they bought it. They bought Insomniac November 15th, 2019. Isn't that when Spider-Man came out? 2019? I believe so.
That sounds accurate.
I believe so. Yeah, so they owned them, and I think they came out before November. So, yeah, so they probably owned them. Yeah, because that's why you can't get Spider-Man on Xbox. Yeah, so Insomniac purchased, or Sony purchased Insomniac in 2019. Spider-Man came out in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because it was November 15th is when they purchased Insomniac. So I think they purchased Insomniac shortly after Spider-Man came out.
Yeah, so they would have had to have made it as an independent.
Yeah, they did originally. They made
Yeah.
it as an independent with the licensing under Marvel, obviously. But yeah, because that's why everybody's bitching about it because we can't get Spider-Man on Xbox, and I'm like, sorry. Well, yeah, they're owned by Sony.
Suck my dick, X-Bone.
Oh, sorry, but yeah, no, I get it. I get where people's fear is, but like, it's not a scam for like the days before. There's no scam to it.
I'd feel bad if I was one of those people that fucking put $300 and some odd or whatever the fucking things were for Ashes of Development.
Ashes of Creation. Yeah.
It's now called Ashes of Development.
Yeah. To me, I don't
Like
feel
development.
It's in development since 2016, 2015.
I only get more remorseful for people if they don't know, but like if you're willingly doing that, sorry.
Right.
That's your own stupidity. I mean, I'm not gonna put money into a game, like huge chunks of money into a game like that, because if it doesn't come out, you're out.
Right. You're just
'Cause
fucked.
let's
There's
face
no
it, they're not
promise.
gonna. Most of those game studios are not gonna give your money back. They're just gonna dip.
And Ashes of Creation raised like millions,
Yeah.
like tens of millions, I believe. I think they got like 22 million from their Kickstarter.
Which I mean, explains how they can fund a game for 7 years and
Have it not come out.
yeah.
But I mean, on another note, yeah, I mean, I have something that I'm doing that's called A World Apart Entertainment. It's not really a studio or anything per se. It's more of a platform to like release stuff onto. So like when I stream, it's another thing to put on there, but it's also going to be something that eventually down the road to let other people place their stuff on there.
Are you making
know,
like a
maybe
website?
I'm hoping, well, eventually down the line, yeah, once I get everything situated. So yeah, like so.
What was the name of it again, so I can buy that and sell it to you?
It's a world apart.
A world.
It's a world.
Let me buy .com, .net, .org.
It's mine now, and I'm gonna lease it to you for this much a month.
No. It's not money, Jason. It's not about the money.
Be like
Jason goes to work. Why are you here in Bikini Bottoms? I really want that
Uh.
website name. Really want it. Really want it. Think that's bad? You should see the pink tool belt.
Pink tool belt. Oh God.
Kyle's
I would think
concentrating. Is
we'll-
that what you're doing, Kyle?
Looking up domain names, maybe.
He's like, I don't know. He's like, I'm not gonna.
When you see him reach for his credit cards when you're worried.
Yeah, that's when you're like, whoa.
Joke's on you. That's auto saved in the computer.
He's just like, click. You bought it. It's mine now.
Kyle, I need to come to your house to Google something on Amazon.
It's like John Dutton.
No, I am never letting you touch any of my fucking computers again.
That's right.
I have learned my fucking lesson on that one.
I fixed Kyle's computer like years ago.
Fixed it or did you break it?
Oh, I fixed it. I fixed it, but he stayed logged into his Facebook.
Oh God.
So I was like leaving reviews, all these different things.
Oh no.
It was like a clan meeting in Mississippi,
Oh god.
and I like left a review like really good barbecue. Like I was leaving reviews on like truck stops, like best head I ever got.
Poor Kyle.
Yep. I
What was the
said
one
Civil
somebody
War.
replied to? God, because you found out like 2 weeks later.
I don't even remember.
I'm like,
I don't remember which one. But I know someone did reply to one of them.
Kyle, what the fuck? He comes into work. Did you leave a review for blah blah blah? Yeah, tons of places. He's like, oh god. Kyle's
Yep.
probably never even scrolled through all the groups he's a member of, so there's probably still some.
That's great.
No, I went through and deleted it. That was a fucking day project. To find
It was.
all the shit.
Good thing you got rid of them. You never know. You could have got like messages last year like, on the 6th, we stormed the Capitol!
Oh Jesus.
You do you, boo boo.
You do you. Will not be joining you, but yes, go ahead.
I hope somewhere something along the line like that like pops up just out of nowhere years later. Like there's a news like this group of radicals who believe in putting cream cheese in their underwear and skidding across the sidewalk. A group started by Grand Haven resident Kyle Cook back in 2016. Show a picture of him. Took off on the internet. The admins have been very non-hands-on, but the group was started and founded by.
Motherfucker.
Well, that would not be your first thought. Your first thought would be, well, is there any money?
Yeah, this is true. Be like, all right, how can I profit off this? All right.
T-shirts.
Starting a merch line.
Cream
Fuck
cheese
yeah.
dog walk.
Cream cheese dog walk. Oh God.
All right, so we got that out of the way. So video games that we've been talking about anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
Is there anything you're looking forward to this year?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You should know one. My most anticipated one is Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
That's one that I've been excited for like as long as they announced it. I know a lot of people are in the whole, I'm not gonna buy it because she's of her, transphobic comments and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She has nothing to do with the game, basically.
I don't give a fuck if
Who
she
cares?
did.
I don't give a fuck if she does. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. That's just her. That's her opinion. She's allowed to have her fucking opinion. But the game, the concept of it is just, it's phenomenal. It's something that everybody's been waiting for. Because I mean, we've had Harry Potter games, but this isn't Harry Potter.
Yeah,
which
you
is
get
nice.
to make your own character and be a fucking
Yep.
wizard.
And you're also a wizard that can use this special magic that nobody else can touch or whatever. And so it's an ancient magic, and they've touched on the dark side. Dark lord.
Yes.
whatever the fuck you call it.
Crossover.
Yeah, no. So you can literally use the Avocadabra spell, which is the you can actually use the 3 forbidden spells. So that's cool too. So
Yes.
I know a lot of people are bitching too because it's been delayed for PS4 and stuff like that. But oh well,
Forbidden
I wouldn't.
spell. Forget it.
I wouldn't be. Forget it. I wouldn't be surprised if that game actually gets canceled on the PS4 and the Xbox. To be honest. I've been
Fuckus anus.
Well, no, yeah, it's great. There's that one, and then another one is the new Jedi Survivor, which is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, the
too.
sequel to
The sequel to Fallen Order. Yep.
Yeah.
5 years after the Fallen Order, Kel's a lot older and everything like that. So, and there's 5 different lightsaber stances, which is cool. So,
and they,
One
if
with-
I remember, they are the legit lightsaber stances from that are canon, right?
yeah,
Like
they are.
Sun
There's,
Tzu,
I believe, and then there's the one with Kylo Ren where you have the crossblade, and that's the more heavier and everything attack. And then you've got dual lightsabers, so you can wield dual like Star Killer. And then you got a blaster set where you have a blaster and a lightsaber, which is going to be kind of neat to see how they work that. So that's kind of cool. So they're talking, because that's what the cool thing about it is, like Jedis don't normally use blasters because they're like, those are unprimitive. We don't use that. That's just not even, yeah. But in this way, it's showing that Cal has to do whatever he has to survive.
Like the Forbidden Jedi fighting style where they shut the lightsaber off and then turn it back on in the middle of fighting.
Yeah, it is. It's forbidden, but it's also dangerous because if you don't do it right, you could also die. But yeah, no. So that's really cool. I mean, I know there's a lot of like questions on that. Like people are still wondering who's in the Bacta tank. That still has not been revealed who that is. So, because I know there's a lot of theories that it might be Starkiller himself, but he was never canon, so we don't know how that would do it unless they make him canon. But I mean, this game is canon though. The Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor is canon to the actual Star Wars.
Makes you wonder if Cal could show up in Mandalorian.
There's a rumor about that because they did show one of the styled BD-8, one of the BD robots or droids in Mandal.
Yep.
I think it was running around. It wasn't his though because it wasn't colored. But they said that maybe the color faded because I mean in Mandal he would be pretty old.
He'd be like 60.
He'd probably be in his 60s because when his story takes place, it's 5 years after 66, Order 66. So, and he's only like 18 at that time. So he's like 23 in the new game. So yeah. But we don't, yeah. I mean, I heard that they're talking about having his own series. So we'll see. Maybe. Well, I mean, I think
you got to figure, like, unless they kill him off in the next game, he's alive during A New Hope and Return of the Jedi and everything.
Yep, we just don't know who he is because I mean, obviously before that he never existed, but they made him. But for all we knew, he could have been going around in the galaxy. We don't know where he's at. So, and I doubt they're gonna kill him off because I heard it's supposed to be a trilogy. So, I mean, he could die in the third game? We don't know, but we'll see. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, and because next 2 weeks there's the Dead Space remake, and then we got Forspoken, which is one of the bigger ones I've been looking forward to. Forspoken looks really cool.
What is that?
So Forspoken is this story where this girl is like transported into this other world, and by like this like bracelet that she's wearing, and the bracelet talks to her, and she has to fight with using like different powers. So she has like electricity or like smoke powers or whatever like that, and she's just trying to like defeat this world. It's kind of like, it's not Dark Souls-esque, but but like you don't use swords or anything. It's all like just powers out of your hands and stuff. So it's like running around like a Jedi essentially and using force powers essentially and like stuff like that. It's really cool, and it's running on like I think Unreal Engine 5 or
nice.
Unreal. It's an Unreal Engine or something like that. It's really cool looking. Yeah, it's a really interesting. It's a big open world game too. So. Wait, you're just this girl running around, and you have this like cool bracelet. Like I said, it's talking to you and shit. But Dead Space remake's gonna be dope. So if you want to watch me scream like a little bitch,
yeah,
because I will. Because they added to the Dead Space new remake, they added the whole like alien isolation thing where there's something always chasing you. And that's new to the game because and that's gonna make your fear even further and even higher.
Anxiety the whole fucking time something's chasing me.
Yep. Yeah, and they use those things. The creatures use like the vents a lot too, so it'll just pop out on you randomly and stuff. Yeah. So that's gonna be.
Is we're gonna be playing Fortnite and we're gonna hear Jason screaming like a little bitch in the background.
Probably.
Comes running in. Aliens chasing me. Right behind me.
It's trying to rape me.
Right. I don't think that's its intention. Oh, I can tell by the look. I know the look.
Giving me the sexy eye. I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's got blades for arms.
Didn't we write a skit? We wrote a skit like years ago. It was like Kyle gets abducted, but he's the one like sexually coming on to the aliens. He's like, "Come on, baby."
Yeah.
You probe me, I probe you, we probe each other, we all probe everybody on this ship. The aliens are like desperately trying to put him back, and he's like, come on.
That's what I said if I ever got abducted by aliens. That's what I would do. I'd be like, are you going to probe me now?
I always wanted to know what it was like.
If you're not going to probe me, I'm going to probe you.
I'm going to probe you. So somebody's going to get probed. Is this what you use right here, this thing?
Dolphin skin.
And they'll be like, please drop him back off.
E.T. my butthole, come on.
Probably why I've never been abducted.
Right?
Yeah,
They just
they
know.
know this,
They
they're
look
just
at
like,
Kyle and they're like, I don't know,
Nope,
man.
not this guy. This guy will probe us. We're good. He'll infect our whole world.
Right.
He'll
There's
Next
an
thing
alien
we'll-
race of Kyles, just all
Next
gray,
thing you know-
dolphin-skinned Kyles.
No, they'll just learn from him. Next thing they know, you'll have a bunch of aliens running around doing what Kyle did.
That'd be a fucked up theory. Like I could just come back and be like, I could take over the Earth. Like I've got my own army. Like
He'd be like, seems like a lot of work.
Army of Kyles.
I just gonna go make more of me. All right.
Right. More me's.
Army of Kyles.
Like a perverted Ultron,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is a great segue into movies.
Yes.
Movies that are coming out. I was just talking to Kyle last night that Ant-Man tickets should go on sale next week.
Yeah, they're not up yet. I checked.
Yeah, it's usually a month ahead.
Yeah, I already looked. I
Ant-Man
checked.
and the Quantumania, which looks like it's going to bring the MCU back. Like,
I've always, yeah.
enjoyable again.
Well, I've always liked the Ant-Man movies because they're heist movies, basically. At least the first one was. And
And it's Paul Rudd. I mean,
yeah, come on, you can't go wrong with Paul Rudd.
Right. It
Even though
looks dope where he's like, you can't win. He goes, I don't have to win. We just both have to lose.
Well, that's why there's a theory coming that he might die.
Yeah.
Maybe not in this one, but you know.
Well, they're also
obviously-
saying like in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we might lose a lot of people. Might
Well,
lose
we know
Quill.
that Drax is pretty much almost confirmed, kind of ish, because
Yeah.
Batista said he's not coming back.
Then maybe
said-
Rocket.
Yeah, he said this is his last outing, so we know for sure something's gonna happen with Drax. And apparently, we're supposed to meet his daughter or his other daughter or something, so maybe she'll take over. I don't know. From what I hear, but no, Ant-Man and Quantumania looks.
What have we got? Three Marvel movies this year? Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy.
What's is there? Yeah. What's the other one? There's another one. I could have swore there was another one.
I might be thinking shows. I know The Flash comes out this year. Hopefully Shazam. And hopefully
Yeah.
Aquaman.
I think Shazam was pushed back to next year.
God. So bad. Craven the Hunter.
I don't remember, but I could have swore I read somewhere that Flash was pushed back till, or not Flash. Shazam was pushed back till next year.
Oh, Marvels.
Flash.
Marvels.
Yeah, that's what it is. We have the new Captain Marvel movie,
Yes.
which thank God, dude. I mean, that show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The-
It was a
Miss
really good show.
Miss Marvel was really good. So
Loki season 2 as far as TV, and then Secret Invasion.
yep.
So I'm glad. And I know they're going to start toning down after this year. Like,
Yeah, they're taking a step back from a lot of bad internal viewings. I guess they said
a lot of bad feedback.
a
A lot of bad
feedback,
CG.
not just by like internal either, but all the external too. All the fans are like, yeah, well, look at the CG on fucking
Doctor Strange.
MODOK. There's MODOK's face. That I mean, I know it was only a few minutes or a few seconds that we saw it, but
And they
That's
have a
still
way of
interesting.
changing things.
that's still interesting on who that is.
Yeah, the Hornet,
Yellow Jacket
Yellow Jacket.
from the villain from the first movie. They're saying that's the actor that's doing MODOK. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he comes into play. Like I said, I just hope they don't take MODOK and do a one-off because he's a really cool character and he's a really cool villain.
One of my favorite Hulu shows that Marvel did was MODOK, but it was a comedy. It has one of
Yeah.
my favorite lines ever in any sitcom. There's
But
two
in the
that stick
comic-
out. One of them is from MODOK, and it was like, Jesse hasn't been this upset since he found out his Audi belly button wasn't a backup wiener.
Jesus Christ.
And then the other one I think was Two Broke Girls, where
Oh yeah.
they're doing CPR training and they have like the perverted chef and they're like, what do you do if somebody's choking? He goes, I usually back up a couple inches.
But but I mean, even in the comic books, he's a really popular villain,
Yeah.
and they used him in the Avengers game. You know, like
He's
he
an
was a
Iron
main
Man villain.
Yeah, 100%, and he's just a really cool villain. I mean, yeah, people are probably gonna be upset because they changed the origins, but who cares?
You can't.
You can't use the George Tarleton or whoever it was in the comics. You can't use that with AIM and everything because AIM's not. There's no AIM.
No, there's no good way, and it makes sense to make him a Kang associate.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's working for King. I mean, why not? You know, or whatever. So
then, besides comic book movies, big movie coming out this year that I am super going to go see opening night is Cocaine Bear,
Oh fuck, that looks good.
which is based on a true story where these drug smugglers are flying and they get word that they're gonna get when they land, the FBI and the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency is gonna be there, so they start hucking bricks of cocaine out the fucking plane window. And it happens to be over my favorite region, Tennessee, like the Smoky Mountains. They're just toss it, and a black bear gets into like a key of cocaine and just goes ape shit fucking crazy. It starts attacking people, which they usually don't do. Or they usually just don't attack people to attack them. But when it's fiending for the cocaine, it's feeding for the cocaine.
watched that trailer and I don't know.
I'm all in. It looks
It's
like a
too
horror
awesome.
comedy.
It's too comedic for me for being a serious like.
It's not. I think it's supposed to be comedic.
I
I
know,
was-
but if it's based on a true story, I mean, it wasn't funny. Like the bear was killing people, you know, and they hired a group to hunt it down.
It's gonna be based on a true story, like the Weird Al movie was based on a true story.
I still haven't seen that, but
It was good.
yeah, I heard good things. I don't know. It might not be a movie I would go see in theaters. I don't know, maybe.
You got a freaking pass.
I know, but still, I
Two
don't know if I
different
wanna,
passes to two different movie theaters.
I know, but I don't know if I want to
Waste the 2 hours.
sit through that. I don't know.
I'm finna, for real.
I will be right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, they even shot it in Gatlinburg and surrounding areas, so
I don't know.
I'm super excited for it. Especially that scene where the guy's fucking in the ambulance and the bear's chasing him down, or where the bear can smell cocaine on the guy and chases him up the fucking tree. You gotta imagine it like gets higher than any human ever on one key cocaine right away, and then where the fuck's it gonna find it again? I'd be pissed too.
You gotta also imagine how much, like with it doing. That's a lot of cocaine a key. That's a
Right.
lot. Because I mean, it has to be with a bear. Because bears are big.
Just
So
fucking
like, a key's a
throwing it up
lot.
his ass.
Like,
It keeps making me think of that video where the bear gets hit in the nuts.
Oh god.
oh god, yeah.
Ting!
That poor bear though,
Bear.
because he was on the ground like, oh,
You can
God.
feel it. You
Yeah.
can fucking feel it.
Because he's just randomly la la la, and then you
The
just
most
see him.
in touch with nature you'll ever get is watching that video. You'll be like, "Oh God, I feel that bear's pain."
Because you see the moment, like when it hits him, like it takes a minute, but then he's just like, "Oh God," and he feels it, and he's like, "Oh," and he just walks, kind of. That poor bear.
Legs wide out like you would if you fucking
Yeah.
got smacked in the balls hard like that.
Yeah, that poor bear.
Here we
Oh,
go.
God. Oh no, he's gonna
He's gonna play it.
play.
He can't
Let's
talk
play it.
about it, not play it.
It just poor bear. Oh no.
Should have been fucking with that fence.
I mean, that's what happened. He probably ain't gonna ever fuck with the fence again. He'd be like, "Nope."
And all because his back itched.
Oh, look at it. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. It keeps
Oh,
closing
God.
on me. Hold on. I just want to go back to the second where it. Just hear the ding.
Bing.
Just fighting it. Oh.
Oh, oh.
Right in the bear dick. Literally the bear dick. Oh no, poor bear. Oh.
Poor guy. Like, oh God.
Oh.
Oh man.
Now he's just got to try to figure out life again. Like, no, I
don't
don't
know
want it.
why.
I don't want a life. I'm not gonna life anymore.
He's gonna be like, he's gonna meet his other bear friends. He's be like, "Hey, do me a favor, go over there and fuck with that fence.
Just fuck with that fence.
Just fuck with it. Go ahead.
Oh no, the poor bear.
Yeah, that bear is
Forever
oh.
unclear. Hi, Diesel.
He's doing that to me too. But
Wait, go lay down.
Gotta make an
Um,
appearance on the podcast.
Right.
yeah,
Diesel's like, I'm part of this.
not a movie, but The Last of Us premieres tonight, and I'm excited.
Oh, that's right.
They're saying it's the best game adaptation into a movie ever. So I got 100 across the board, apparently, from everybody viewing it.
I guess we're on to Kyle time.
Kyle time.
Which I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do until like just a few minutes ago. And like I'm gonna focus more on like TV shows because that's what I've been watching
Hey.
a lot of lately.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just started watching Yellowstone, the most recent season, and like that shit's fucking.
That's not even on like Peacock yet. I'm upset.
No, because you have to have a cable subscription in order to be able to watch it right now.
I know.
Kyle's
so I'll
like,
have to wait.
yeah, Kyle
But I'm
Daddy's
all-
got the hookup.
Otherwise, I'm all caught up except for season 5. But
It's pretty good so far. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all rolls out in the season.
have you checked out 1923?
So after I finish getting caught up with the current season, I'm gonna go back and watch. I haven't even watched 1883. I'm gonna start with that one and then do 1923 because them both look phenomenal.
1923. I've watched it and it's phenomenal. Like Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. Oh my god. I mean, come on, it's Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, but still, like,
Yeah,
you can't beat it. But like him being in that role is it's crazy and everything.
Now,
I haven't
Harrison
seen
Ford
it.
plays like the grandpa to Kevin
He
Costner.
plays the uncle.
uncle.
He's the great uncle or something of Kevin Costner's character. Yeah. So basically, I guess their parents die, and they take the kids in. So they're like parents to him. They basically raise the kids, his brother's kids.
okay.
Yeah, that's from what I'm getting from the shows. That's how it is. They don't have the new episodes until February 5th, though. They're taking a break, but
Which that's
Appar-
by the time
apparently-
I get to.
yeah, there's supposed to be 2 seasons of it, and that's about it. Because they don't want to keep it going forever, obviously.
I mean, you really can't because I mean,
No.
you get
Catch up.
too close, and then you're just
Yeah,
you're
Well,
in
'cause
Yellowstone.
1883 is only 1 season.
Yep.
Which I didn't know, which is fun fact. I didn't know that Taylor Sheridan, who created the show, also created Mayor of Kingstown, which is Jeremy Renner's show, based in Michigan, and also Tulsa King.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
he
another
created-
one I want to check out.
Tulsa
too.
King is phenomenal, dude. It's great. It's a great show.
I was watching. I read a thing yesterday. Like when Jeremy Renner got hurt,
Yeah.
like we speculated. Like I said right away, he's going to lose his leg. Now they're saying they've been trying to save it, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yep. With that much blood loss, there's really nothing you can do, unfortunately. But
The human body, it doesn't take long to get damaged without blood flow to it. I mean,
mhm.
look at the football player, Damar Hamlin. Like he was in cardiac arrest for not that long, and it
Yeah,
took
he
him.
died.
Yeah, he was technically dead for a while,
Mhm.
and it took him weeks to be able to be good enough to get out of the hospital.
He was at 12 days. He was at
Yeah.
he's at the Bills game today.
I don't know who that guy is. I know of it, but I don't know who he is. So
Yep, he's at the Bills game right now.
other than that, you didn't watch anything else, Kyle?
Checked out Wednesday. That was surprisingly a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
I still have not seen it yet. I
Me
know
neither.
they've greenlit season 2, so
No interest.
but
I loved the Addams Family growing up.
do they actually like have the
It's
whole
not-
family? Do they have the whole family sentiment in it, or is it just her? And
It's
then...
more focused on her. The family
that's fine.
shows. Family makes appearances in a couple
Okay.
different episodes, but
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I saw that's a show I want to check out. I just haven't gotten around to it.
then I mean it's got the original Wednesday Addams. It's got Christina Ricci in it, so
Really?
yes.
Is she just a different character? I'm assuming, or is she?
Yeah.
Okay, she's just.
Yep, she plays a whole different role in the show, and
That's cool though that they. I like who they cast as Gomez.
I
Yeah.
think the pairing is pretty good. Like
Well, 'cause-
even Morticia with I can't Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody's complaining because what's his name, Louis Guzman, is a bigger guy, and I was like, but in the original comic strips or whatever, he was bigger.
Right.
Gomez was a bigger guy, and he looks more like him. And
So what if
It's
he's the
only,
janitor from the Dumb and Dumber prequel?
he's in a lot of stuff, and he does he does great. He's not like this AAA actor, but which it's fine. You know, he's still a good actor. Like I like him in a lot of his stuff. But
I mean, Waiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
he was
You
Oh,
learn
God,
through
he
the
was
goat. You take your
fantastic.
chicken balls and you put it.
he was fantastic
Oh,
in Waiting. Oh God, that movie.
Shit.
So
I think that's about all we got for this one. Anybody got anything to add? You watched a bear
can't
get
think
hit
of
in the
anything.
nuts?
That's a classic video. You can't ever go wrong with that thing.
Oh, so did you see Ryan Reynolds was recently on a talk show that he's talking more about Deadpool 3, and he said that he's been working with Hugh Jackman and that not to worry, they're keeping the Logan story intact. So
I
it's
was
been
never
conf-
worried.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. Well, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Hugh Jackman's he's the new Wolverine." I'm like, he's not MCU's Wolverine.
Nope. He
No,
will
it's
be
not.
a Wolverine that makes an appearance in the MCU probably a couple times.
Because he said that it's from Hugh Jackman said he's doing 2 movies. So I'm assuming the other one is Secret Wars.
Yep.
It has to be. So, because from what I'm saying, yeah, and then he's done. And
Kang
he is-
Dynasty is going to bring all the new Avengers together, and then Secret Wars is going to be fucking Endgame on steroids.
well, because they said they wanted to keep the Logan intact because it was such a great story, and it was, and it killed off his character. So
Well, I mean, that story arc was so good that it's like the Iron Man. Like,
Yeah.
It's hard to replace him as Wolverine. Like,
even though he already announced who he wanted to be Wolverine, so
Who was
'Cause he
it?
wanted- it was God, what's his name? Venom, fucking
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. He said he would be a great Wolverine because he's shorter, but I just want him to do a short actor, just to make the proper Wolverine.
how Wolverine's supposed to be. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, he's
it's
5'3" or like 5'3" or 5'2" or something in the
Yeah,
comics. That's why he's
5'5".
so agile. That's why he's so agile. I think he's shorter than 5'5". Pretty sure he was like 5'3".
I think you were right. I think we talked about this not too
Yeah,
long
I'm
ago.
pretty sure it was 5'3". Either way, he's still like, I mean, Hugh Jackman's 6'2" or something. So
Right.
they did good in the original
5'3"?
X-Men movies because they did like the waist up, but then when they did Origins, they like showed his whole full body, and they kind of
Yeah, he towered over everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that
That's not how Wolverine's supposed to be.
no, he was good. I like to tell people, I'm like, he was a great Wolverine, but yeah,
We also have nothing else to base it on.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like with
that's-
Spider-Mans, you can pick out your favorite and
Yeah.
shit like that, or Supermans and Batmans. Batman's for fucking days. But
But like that's the thing that's the problem with it is people are saying, "Oh, well, he's the only one that could be Wolverine." I'm like, he's not. He wasn't even the first choice. Mel Gibson was one of the first choices.
yep, and then the guy from Mission Impossible 3.
Doug Ray Scott. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But I seen the stuff for Mel Gibson. He looked cool as Wolverine.
Mel Gibson would have been great.
Oh yeah, in his prime, definitely. But he asked for too much money, so which he should. I mean, he had all rights.
And Mel Gibson, like,
Yeah, it's Mel Gibson at that time. You know, now, yeah, they probably would have gave him it. But
especially when they're like how demanding them contracts are. Of like, you have to maintain this physical physique.
yep.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna tell me you're gonna pay me a shitload of money if you want me to look like that.
Back in the day, Mel Gibson already looked like that, which because of the Lethal Weapons, which we're getting another one.
Yay!
I'm excited. Lethal Weapon 5.
Bring back
Mel
Chris
Gibson.
Rock, add Will Smith to the cast. Just like,
Mel Gibson is directing, only because the director, whoever it was, died.
Yep.
I forgot who the director was, but yeah, he died, and that was his last wish, I guess, is for Mel Gibson to direct. So
All right, well, I think we wrapped it up here today.
I think so.
We'll see
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys on the third Sunday of every month this year.
third Sunday of every month, we need a jingle. Boom, boom, boom.
Bing, bing.
Bing, bing.
All right, we're calling that a day. I'm gonna come back in a couple hours, probably like 6 or 7. Let's say 7. Play some
The
Fortnite.
normal timing.